Oh, all right. Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect 10 podcast brought to you by Boot Crew Media. I'm one half of your host, Daniel Dees. Alongside me, as always, Jacob Early. And today,
Yep.
we do the impossible.
I mean, maybe the most impossible list.
Yeah. Both lists are going to get shit on by you haters out there because it wouldn't be a Perfect 10 episode without somebody saying we suck. But guess what? We're going to do it anyways. Top 50 movies.
Now it's our top 50 movies. So you honestly, so you can't trash the list.
Yeah. Like I said last episode, I started out with a legal pad at work throughout the week. I just write a movie down. It came down to like 300. Then I eliminate one by one. So I got to like 100. And then finally in that 100, I put it in my phone. And I eliminated it until I got 50. And then the hardest part was putting them in order. The remaining 50.
And we have no honorable mentions. You can't have honorable mentions in a list of 50.
That's cheating. But we cheat anyway, but not this one.
Some kind of cheating. But also, let it be known, I also hate my list. So hate on me if you want. Join the party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like, it's an impossible list. I mean, so it's equally as impossible, I guess, as our music lists, because I hate my music list as well.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other top 50 we did?
Fictional characters.
Fictional characters. That's what it was.
What was the first one we did? Songs?
I think songs. Yeah.
Yeah. Songs, fictional characters. Now we're doing movies.
Yeah. This is our third New Year's.
Shit.
That's wild. To think we've been doing it that long is odd.
Still, I don't know.
We're in like studio number 5.
Something like
technically.
That. Something
if you
like
count
that.
the Nashville Stooge.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so the list is impossible. I do somewhat like a little bit of the way I broke down my top 10 was like, okay, let me think of like my 4 or 5 favorite genres, and then at least let me put my number 1 from each of those genres in my top 10.
Yeah.
Kind of. My list is very heavily skewed toward comedies because
yeah, I mean, mine's all over the place.
Mine is predominantly comedy, mostly really dumb movies.
Yeah.
Because those are fun.
Yeah.
I got some deep ones. I got some action. I got some horror. I got a little bit of everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of each 10, I try to include a little of different genres. It's impossible to put this thing in an order. It really is. Like, sure, my number 1 was like, okay, boom.
But we make our New Year's the hardest one for
right. We like to give y'all a top 50 on the New Year's just because it feels like, it's a good time to do it.
Yeah. All right. Trivia question.
Okay.
How long is the longest movie in the world? You gotta give me a number.
Minutes or total minutes?
You can do minutes, hours, whatever.
Okay. And it's one continuous movie.
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask one clue? Is it more or less than 10 hours?
More.
Okay.
Way more.
Really? Oh, wait. Okay. Well, okay. Question. This is not some live stream that was recorded and released as a movie.
No.
Okay.
This is according to IMDb.
I'm going to say 23 hours and 51 minutes.
Not even close.
Really? That's not a movie, dude.
It is.
Did you see what second place was? Because that would be a realistic number. Obviously, whatever this number 1 is absurd.
You're gonna be pissed. 857 hours.
No, see, that's not a movie.
That's a commitment.
That's not a movie. That is a documentary at best.
That is 35 days and 17 hours.
What movie is it?
It's called Logistics.
This is not. It's not. It's on. I can go rent it for $3, $2.99 off Amazon.
Let's go see.
Figure out where this thing is. It's called Logistics.
Logistics.
I mean, what is it? Just a continuous stream of a UPS factory?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Amazon factory? Just a lot, just a 800-hour stream of an Amazon factory? What is going on with this? Did you read what the description is?
I'm about to go directly to the IMDb app and see.
This is absurd. The longest one I can remember So I like immediately my first thought when you said that is let me think back to when I was
See, look, 857 hours. Oh, you're gonna hate the. It is a documentary.
okay. So that's not a movie.
Yes, it is. A documentary is most definitely a movie.
No.
Yes,
dude.
it is because I rank
Oh, okay.
documentaries.
Documentary, not a docu-series. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's the production cycle of a pedometer in reverse chronological order.
That is the dumbest thing ever. What's it rated?
If you get this, I will bow to you.
What the rating?
The rating on IMDb.
Like
Out
a
of 100,
huh?
175 votes. This is the average rating.
2.3. Is
No,
that too high?
that's too low.
No way, dude. This is why IMDb is trash. Wait, 100 and something people watch this?
175 people.
See, that's a lie. That's 175 of the people that were involved in making this thing. Like, hey, get on there and vote.
All right. What do you think the rating is? Final answer.
3.8.
6.4
Oh, out of 10.
out of 10.
Oh, so no, I was kind of close.
Not even close.
On the what I say, 3.8.
That's not close.
6.4. It would have been 7.6. Whatever. That's absurd.
So it's the reviews, dude. Hold on. Where the guy said, had to watch it twice to make sure I wasn't missing any details.
No, dude. No chance.
I was hooked after watching the trailer.
1,600 hours watching it twice. All right.
Starts off slow.
Dude. See, that's how you know people are lying, dude. Nobody on earth has watched this thing, dude.
These are some of the best reviews. The most confusing 35 days and 17 hours of my life.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Too short.
Okay. Well, enough
Immersive.
with this trash. Immersive, yeah.
I want to like put it on in the background.
Yeah, for the next month and some change.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
So good. I watched it twice. That's great.
That's pretty good, dude. All right. You ready to dive in, dude? We got 50 to go. What are we doing? 10, 10, 10, 10.
Until we get to the 10, we do regular format.
Oh, no. I thought we did 10, 10, 10, and then 5, 5, and then 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. We do the.
All right. So do it so I can separate the list so I know where to stop.
So it's 50 down to 41, and then 40 down to 31, and then 20 down to 21.
Wait, at 30, we go to 21.
Yeah, and then 20 to 16, then 15 to 11, and then the 10 to 1 is normal.
All right.
Okay.
The fuck was that?
That was you, bro.
That was me.
Turn that down. All right. You ready?
If we hit a buzzer,
I mean, I got a feeling once
we're going to overlap
we have to overlap.
with some obvious picks.
Oddly enough, I think in our music list, we only overlapped 2 out of like 50. It was weird.
That was weird. But me and you got vastly different
Very
tastes
different
in
taste, yeah.
music.
Anyway, I'm about to just dive in.
Dive.
My number 50 spot. I got Cabin in the Woods.
Love that movie.
It is
that made the top 300.
It is a wild twist. It's a thriller horror movie. It's
That's one of the better original movies out there.
very different.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, I have a kind of a similar one coming way up in the list now that I think about it, but very different. So 50, Cabin in the Woods. 49, Tremors. All-time classic. Absolute trash movie.
Didn't think about it. That wouldn't have made it.
It's
Probably the best crap movie.
It is pure trash. Great movie, though. It's a good time. You got to watch it at least once. 48, horror movie. I got Sinister.
Trash.
One of my favorite. Well, so the only problem with Sinister was once they show you, well, I don't want to, no spoilers, but once they show you the villain or whatever, it kills it. It's really good up until that point, though.
Yeah.
47. I got Men in Black.
We overlapped.
Hey,
I have it listed.
Nice. That's just an all-time. It's a cult classic.
Love
The
Men in
staying
Black.
power, dude. Men in Black is great. 46. I got The Punisher.
Didn't think about it, but I got
Not
something
like the
similar.
new one, but it was the one from like
One with
2002.
the one with Thomas Jane. The great soundtrack. Soundtrack was awesome.
Great soundtrack. Awesome car. It was
Yeah.
like a 69
Like,
Nova or something.
Yeah, with like the armor in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so cool.
So The Punisher. 45. I got Casablanca just because it's an all-time classic.
I guess.
44. A Knight's Tale.
made the top 300. It got eliminated within when I was in the 200.
It's got ups and downs in the movies, but ultimately, great movie.
Yeah, I should have ranked it. But then again, I should have ranked a lot of shit out.
Absolutely. It's an impossible list. Yeah. Number 43, Rain Man.
Not a Rain Man guy.
It's just one of those movies. It's like, again, it's a classic. You have to see it at least once. I haven't watched it in a long time. I feel like I need to go watch it again.
Okay.
42. All right. Starting with the cheater picks. Oh, I didn't realize I left 2 cheater picks back to back right here. Oh, well. So some movies transcend individual movies, and it's a franchise of movies.
I got franchises listed as a whole.
Okay. So 42, I got the Fast franchise.
Okay, I accept it. Don't have it, but I accept it.
So I put them in there because recently, I think it was in movies you have to see. The Fast franchise, again, it kind of like, now sure, now they're just like absurd action movies, but like the first few like represent history. Like during that time, people were souping up their cars. Like it represented, like it's similar to Never Back Down was to MMA. 2007 MMA, you know?
Yeah.
So I got the Fast franchise in number 42. I've only seen 1 through 5. I don't think I've seen 6 through 9 or 10. Is 10 out now?
I have no clue. I lost count.
I think it's
ever since they took the numbers out.
I think it's 9, but it belongs in there. Number 41. This may be criminally low to some people, but there was just,
if it makes top 50 movies, it cannot be criminally low.
So it's another franchise. I got all the 007s.
Criminally low, but I don't have it ranked.
Well, it's just like
because there's a lot of 007 movies. They got a ton of misses.
A lot of misses. A lot of all timers though. So I put it in there. All the 007s in my 41 spot.
All right, not bad. All right, going into my 50 to 41. Number 50, I got Titanic.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna.
Well, a lot of people would put that in their top 20, so fair, I guess. But
I can't help it. I like Titanic. I guess it was Stockholm syndrome because my older sister would play that movie on repeat, and I guess it just grew on me.
So it's the exact opposite of your brother with John Mayer.
Exact opposite.
But that doesn't make any sense. You're forced. Both of them were forced.
Well,
on
one you just watch it, but one you listen to it while you try to go to bed.
I hear you.
There's a difference. Number 49, back-to-back chick girl movies. Number 49, I got Mean Girls.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched Mean Girls.
Mean Girls rules, dude.
Like I've definitely seen parts of it. I don't think I've ever sat there and watched the whole thing.
Well, you need to.
Dude,
number 48.
I don't have a single cartoon in my list.
I got a couple. 48, documentary, Don't Fuck with Cats.
It started off hot.
But just because I loved the twist and turns.
Oh, it took a wild turn.
That's why I got listed. That's one of some of my favorite plot twists ever.
Okay. All right.
Number 47, ESPN 30 for 30, The U, part 1 and 2.
Okay. The U is great.
U's.
I didn't put any documentaries in mine.
I got a couple. Where am I? Oh, 46. I got the Friday the 13th series.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
45, movie that just literally came out in theaters, and I highly recommend everybody go sees it. Violent Night.
Violent Night?
Where the Santa Claus saves a little girl from terrorists.
Have not heard of this.
I tell you, don't watch the previews. Previews make it look dumb as hell. Go watch it in theaters. You will not regret it.
So that is an action movie?
Action movie. Surprisingly amazing movie.
Okay. Like, I'll take your word for it. I've never heard of it.
I don't think it has anybody you know in it.
Okay.
David Harbour, you know who that is?
That sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
He's the cop from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's Santa Claus.
Gotcha.
When I tell you, I'm not giving you any details. Just, I will put my reputation on it that if you watch this movie, you will love it.
Okay.
All right, so just get that out of the way. Number 44, I got Knocked Up.
All right. I almost put it in there. I felt like my list was overwhelmed with comedy, so I just had to stop putting them in there at a certain point.
Yeah, we should just do top 50 comedy movies.
Ooh.
Oh, it's too late. We did movies.
It's movies. Yeah. And we're still doing our decades of comedies, so just is what it is.
Yeah. Number 43, probably my overall favorite documentary. I got Renzo Gracie Legacy. If you want to see like old school MMA, like what it was like in like the late 90s, early 2000s, just how hardcore it was, and just like the legacy of the Gracie family, please watch this. That shit is just awesome from beginning to end.
Okay.
Number 42. Some people probably will say this is way too low. Actually, my 42, 41, same actor. Number 42, I got Wolf of Wall Street.
Way too low. Yeah, sure.
And number 41, I got The Departed.
The Departed. Slightly too low.
So we overlapped on 2.
Yeah.
All 3 movies so far.
Yeah.
We already matched songs.
Off to a hot start. So that was
So
your,
yeah,
that was your 41?
Yep, 42, 41.
So we'll get back to those.
I did not mean to put Leo back to back. I just realized that.
My number 40 spot, I got Rounders.
I didn't even think of Rounders.
Dude, there's so many movies that I didn't think of and did think of. Like, I mean, there's going to be so many movies left out here, but Rounders, like, honestly, so it's got one of the most famous lines of all time. Pay that man his money.
Yeah.
Money.
Manny. He
But
should have shot his friend. Like, he should
should have killed his friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Shoot him in the head.
Just get rid.
Dude,
Like,
it's ruining your life.
if you have a friend like that in your life, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, why do you keep these people
Look,
around?
go watch Rounders, and if you recognize that person in your life, get rid of them.
Please.
You're,
Like, that movie could have been a lot shorter. A way lot shorter.
great movie, though.
Oh, it's a phenomenal movie. But, like, again, if he would have just killed his friend at the very beginning of the movie, that movie would have ended in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my number 40. My number 39, I got The Fifth Element.
Didn't think of it.
Such a fun movie, dude. Bruce Willis. Oh, what's her name? Chris Tucker.
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Fifth Element. My number 38 spot. I got Waterboy.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm hitting the buzzer.
Are we that close?
We're so close. I'm hitting a buzzer on that.
I didn't expect you to I didn't expect you to have Waterboy in there.
I love Waterboy.
Who doesn't, you know? My number 37 spot. I got Law Abiding Citizen.
That made the top 300.
Yes. I like Gerard Butler. He's a dog.
And Jamie Foxx. That's probably Jamie Foxx's best role.
Probably so.
Like that's one of the movies
that actually just made me think of also one that I didn't make it in here, but Man on Fire, great movie. But when you had no honorable mentions.
But Law Abiding Citizen, I love that movie because you don't know who you really want to win.
Right.
Do you want Jamie Foxx to win? I mean, he brings up some good shit. Gerard Butler, if anybody's in that situation, you'd want to do what
I would have been Gerard. Like, if that happened, like, I'm doing everything that I can
to bring these motherfuckers to justice.
Yes.
But again, you don't know who to really root for in this.
Right. My number 36 spot. I got both Top Gun movies. Have you watched the new one?
I have not yet.
People kept kept building it up about how great it was. And you and I both get the same way. Once a bunch of people start blowing something up so much, it's like,
you're like, I can't watch because it will disappoint me.
Exactly. It is good.
I can't stand when people hype up shit before I watch it.
Exactly. Tell me, like, hey, definitely check it out.
But then again, I just hyped up Violent Night.
But no, just be like, look, it's worth the watch. Don't start.
If you come at me with, hey, it's worth a watch, go see it. I'll watch it. Let me be blown away. Don't tell me it's mind blowing.
Best movie you ever seen in your life, dude. I'll
probably go chill out.
Exactly. But no, the new Top Gun is great. It is wildly similar to the original. Like, that was on purpose, obviously. If you haven't seen the old one in a long time, watch it first, just to refresh.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them probably like a week or two apart. But so I got both Top Guns in my 36. My number 35, The Departed.
Okay.
A lot of people hate on The Departed.
I love The Departed.
Great
You
movie.
hate The Departed. Just
a lot of twists.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
My number 34 spot, back to Gerard Butler. I got 300. 300.
That made top 200.
300 when it came out was like the action movie. Like, oh, we've been waiting for this.
Mm-hmm.
So 333 spot. I got Superbad.
We'll get there. We overlap again.
Okay. 32 spot. I got The Predator.
That made top 100.
Great action movie.
That almost made top 50. That was like one of the last movies I deleted.
Great action movie. And the second one was even pretty good. Not nearly as good as the first.
The new one on Hulu, Prey, amazing.
Really?
Yes.
It's a movie or a show?
Movie.
Okay.
It's like
it's based on the same
same
creature.
But it goes back to like the early 1700s and it's Native Americans.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Wonderful.
I got to watch that. That's on
Wonderful.
What?
Hulu.
On Hulu? Okay.
Wonderful.
I need. You know what? I'm gonna add that to the list. It's just called Prey.
Prey. Like if you like Predator 1, this might be better than Predator 1.
No,
Might be.
okay.
But again, I'm setting the bar high.
It doesn't
for
have Schwarzenegger. Okay. Well,
it has a better plot twist.
okay. All right. So 32 was Predator. 31, I got The Replacements.
That was the last movie I eliminated.
All
That was
time
dead
classic.
last. As soon as I delete this movie, I said it was like I was down to 51. It was either that or Titanic. I was like, Titanic's more culturally impactful, so I gotta
Replacements is great, dude.
I gotta put Titanic over Replacements. So I deleted Replacements, and then my top 50 was solidified. That's how I put it in order.
We're getting down to the cuts, dude. Almost. I mean, I am down to the top. Still 30 though. Jeez.
So what number was that?
That was my 31.
All right, number 40. Probably the most wild documentary I have ever seen. I got Identical Strangers. Okay.
Identical Strangers.
I'm just going to tell you like the beginning. The rest you got to go see for yourself.
Spoiler.
No, like this is the gist of the movie.
Okay.
These three guys meet in college, and it turns out they are triplets. And everything since then, holy shit.
Oh, so they meet randomly
At college.
and they are triplets.
It starts off like this dude goes to college and people keep like, hey, man, how's it going? Like, he doesn't know these people. Like, hey, how was your summer been? He's like, okay, whatever.
Dude.
And then he's like, what's going on? And then finally he runs into like who he thinks is his twin brother. But no, he's like one of three.
Dude, oddly enough, which I think we've talked about on the pod before, at Southeastern, dude, it was such a common occurrence. People would walk up to me and start talking to me. And I would be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I started getting concerned about my own mental health, thinking like, do I have multiple personalities? Because like it got so.
Did they meet drunk you and you just didn't know?
No, it was somebody else on campus because one was a KA apparently, or somebody that was involved with KA. Because one kid Randy was like, he come up to me at the union. He's like, hey man, thanks for the bid, blah, blah, blah. You know, hey, I'm looking forward to it. And I was like,
who the fuck is that guy?
So the problem was, dude, this is where it started messing with my head. It happened so often that I was like, I would wait. I would get a few minutes in the conversation and I'd be like, hey, hold up a second. Who do you think I am? And then it would blow their mind.
I just snorted on that. Like, hey, who do you think I am?
No, so I got it started messing with me so bad. I would let them I would try to figure out. And then the problem was none of them ever knew the other person's name.
So we don't know who he is?
Don't know a name.
What if it's the scurvy kid?
No, that's what's infuriating because I was like, these people may be talking. Like I started thinking, is it me? But am I both people? Started like blowing my mind. Dude, it was wild. Like whoever, like my homies from back then may remember, but like, I mean, I was 11 years ago. I
Wouldn't it
guess.
be crazy if it is
12 years
kid?
ago? Well, I mean, does the scurvy guy look exactly like me?
No.
Okay. Well, it wasn't him then, I guess.
Well,
And oddly enough, dude, it still happens to this day with Barrett Morgan. People get me and Barrett mixed up, and we look nothing alike.
Not even close.
No, people like kids would come up to me at like Brady's and start talking about St. Thomas baseball. Be like, hey, you think I'm Barrett Morgan? And they're like, yeah.
Are they? That's like one of the dumbest.
Dog, I don't have hair, and he has red hair.
That's not even close.
He's got freckles. I don't have freckles. He's like 2 inches taller than me.
Yeah, I was about to say he's taller than you. Whatever, dude.
But anyway.
But yeah, Identical Strangers, go watch it.
Okay, that was a long way.
One of the saddest
I lived that almost.
Yeah, one of the saddest endings of anything I have ever seen. That's all I'm going to say. Go watch it. As a matter of fact, let me tell you where you can watch them. Go to my Just Watch app. If you ever want to know where you can watch a movie, download Just Watch and get them free advertisement just now. Type in the movie. It'll tell you exactly where to watch it.
Rent on Amazon, probably $2.99, $3.99.
Oh, it's called Three Identical Strangers. I'm sorry. It's on Hulu.
On Hulu? Oh, see,
like here's the dudes right here. You can stream it on Prime.
It looks like Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
Kind of. We'll see where you can find that 800-hour movie.
It didn't list. I think you got to rent it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
was it on 17 different tapes?
Yeah. All right. So it's not Identical Strangers. Let me fix that. Three Identical Strangers.
Okay.
Like when I say, like, dude, like I never left a movie feeling heartbroken. That broke my heart.
Okay.
All right, number 39. I got the John Wick trilogy.
Okay. I still got to watch those.
Number 38. I got a buzzer. You said Waterboy. I just put Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, just Adam Sandler movies.
I got a similar pick.
I know which one it is because it's coming right up. All right, number 37. Beavis and Butthead Do America. I still laugh when I watch it.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic. Okay.
Number 36. I just put Will Ferrell.
Dude, you know what? There's one thing that I did not go back and adjust my list.
Will Ferrell. Again, that was probably one of my biggest misses. Actors that don't miss.
Will Ferrell's great.
Yeah,
I actually listed his movies individually.
I didn't. I just want to lump them all together and put them
Okay.
in one pick.
We did nail 38 though. Waterboy.
That's
Adam Sandler.
I'm giving a
Solid.
solid. All right, number 35. Let's put Star Wars.
Okay.
Number 34. Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Should have seen that one coming. Yeah.
Yeah, I love horror movies, like the classics too. All right, number 33. True Grit, both the original and the remake.
Western.
Western.
Yeah. Okay.
John Wayne, when he has the eye patch on.
Yeah, and what's his name?
And the other one was Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
No, not Jeff.
No, it wasn't. No, I can see it in my head, but I cannot. What's his name? I cannot think of his name. Dude, it is.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges.
Is it?
Yeah, Matt Damon's in it too.
Okay.
Both those movies are awesome.
Dude, I missed big. I meant to go back and sub this guy in.
Too late.
Oh, dang it.
All right. Number 32. I got The Big Short.
I almost put The Big Short in. Just did.
The book.
Great movie.
Great movie. Pisses you off. Book. Also a great book. Pisses you off even more.
Unfortunately, it looks like we got a very identical situation probably coming up
Yes.
within the next 6-8 months.
Yes. Number 31. Had I not come across this movie in my library, I would not have listed it. And I would have kicked myself forever for it. It's one of my first movies I've ever said it's my favorite all-time movie. I got Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon. It's what they based all of Mortal Kombat off of. It's what they based Street Fighter off of.
Different fight each floor or whatever going up.
Pretty much. All right, so that's my 40 through 31.
Hold on, let me double check something right quick. Yep, I did make that mistake. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw this one thing out of here. I'm going to just adjust on the fly in the top 50 right here.
Let's go.
That's worth it. All right, so my number 30. It's a thriller. You've probably never heard of it. I stumbled across it back in the day. Great movie. A lot of twists. I got The Loft. Probably never seen it. Most of you probably never heard of it. Add it to your list of stuff to watch. Solid movie.
Who's in it?
Michael Schofield from Prison Break. I can't remember his actual name. Whitworth Miller, I believe. Wentworth.
Five married guys secretly share a penthouse.
Yes.
Loft.
They all buy an expensive loft in the city to like get away, like slip away from their wives. And
Oh, dude, it has Carl Urban in it. I'm in. Carl Urban rules.
Basically, the movie starts off somebody's murdered in there, and then it's a whole whodunit.
I'm going to watch it.
Very good movie.
I'm sold.
The Loft. That's my 30. 29. One of my favorite. Wait.
Not available for streaming. You can rent it for $3.99.
29. I got Insidious.
Boo!
That was actually
Boo!
no. In hindsight, I'll be honest. I always get those mixed up. It's two one-word scary movies. I meant to put Sinister in that spot. Insidious lower down in the list.
Insidious sucks.
Insidious is the one where once you see the demon, it ruins the movie.
Yes.
Sinister was he was an author and he was haunted by.
Yes.
Sinister is good.
I don't like either of them.
Sinister is great.
I don't like the
I messed up and I put
like
those
like the demon movie. The only demon movie that's actually good, it made the top 100, but it did not make,
Amityville Horror.
no, The Exorcist.
Whatever. Amityville Horror is good.
Eh,
Dude, I'm thinking of a bunch of other good movies now too. But yeah, I did get those mixed up. Dang it. But anyway, 28 spot. I got Joe Dirt.
it made the top 100.
Dude, Joe Dirt
That and Hot
is
Rod.
great.
I did not put Hot Rod.
Okay, well, we're gonna get back to Hot Rod. Joe Dirt at 28 spot, 27 spot. This one I flip flop because I didn't put this guy in here. I just got Chris Farley, Beverly Hills Ninja, Tommy Boy,
Yeah.
Black Sheep's all right, but those first two.
Well, you can't just say Black Sheep's are. Black Sheep's hilarious.
But
When he gets high on the Rastafarian thing and he goes down
Tommy-
the stage and goes, kill Whitey. That was great. That was like peak comedy in the 90s.
well, Tommy Boy and Beverly Hills Ninja are all timers. But I got Chris Farley in the 27th spot. 26th spot, I got Bad Boys 2.
Did not put it.
Love that movie,
Didn't even
dude.
make top 3 because that's the most common movie I forget about when we do movie lists.
Bad Boys 2 is great. And we both forgot about it, I think, in that one list because Jay Gray hit us up after. He's like, dude, you had to have Bad Boys 2. In
That's
the
right. And watch, you'll listen to the episode and he'll say something like, you forgot Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. I was about to say Love and Basketball, dude.
Because I did forget Love and Basketball. It would have made top 50 for me.
No, dude. I ain't ever even watched that movie.
Really? It's a good movie.
Okay, if you say so.
No, I promise it's a legit good movie.
Okay, I'll add it to the list of stuff to watch. 25 spot. I got Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Made top 100.
That's in my 25. 24, Independence Day.
We'll get back to that later.
All right. 23, Captain Ron. Very slept on comedy.
Mm.
Have you seen it?
Oh, no, I did take. No, I got Independence Day. Oh, shit. That was close.
Have you seen Captain Ron?
What number was Independence Day?
Independence Day was 24.
Okay, we were close to a buzzer.
Have you seen Captain Ron?
Yeah, with Kurt Russell.
Yes.
It's all right.
Great. Some of the best one-liners of it. If you like sailing and stuff, if you're out on the water,
That's
a lot,
why I knew that's why you ranked it.
some of the best one-liners of all time is in that movie.
Of course, you think that.
So one of my favorite is they're like looking around, they're like, and he's like, oh yeah, we should be getting there pretty soon. We had just enough fuel to get there, and we're almost out of fuel. So but like all the adventures are going on the water.
The best one-liner to ever come from water is the video Coach Ben sent me. Jay Gray throwing the bananas out.
The bananas, yeah.
I just solved all our problems.
Yeah, classic. 22, I got all the Mission Impossibles.
That made top 300.
Okay. 20,
I don't remember if it made 200 or 300.
21, I got the Hangover. A lot of people.
We'll get there.
Nice.
We'll
okay.
get there.
All right. Well, you're 30 through 21.
Number 30, my OG horror movie, one of the first I've ever seen. I got the Hellraiser series. I'm a sucker for it.
I gotta watch that.
Number 29, Major League 1 and 2.
Forgot about Major League, dude.
Dude hits a home run. Too high. It was
Too high. I say that all the time. Too high, just because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, good shit. Number 28, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Okay, I have not seen that.
You haven't seen the South Park movie?
Didn't it just come out like 2-3 years ago?
No, that came out like 1999.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of like there was like a COVID special thing that came
Yeah,
out.
that just came out.
Okay.
That was funny too. Number 27, you ranked it. I got Men in Black.
MIB,
MIB, baby.
especially the first two.
It still holds up.
The first two are great.
I like the third.
I don't remember that. It was a girl that was his partner in the third one.
No. It was him and Josh Brolin. He went back to like the 60s.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I like it better. I'll rank it the first one, third one, second one. I don't consider the one with Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth a good one.
Gotcha.
That's not a good one. Number 25, my favorite action movies of all time. I got The Raid 1 and 2.
Okay.
Like when it comes to action, if you have great fight choreography, you make the list. I like good fight choreography.
Word.
I'll take that over guns and explosions any day.
Okay.
Number 24, Mr. Bill Murray is finally making an appearance. I got Stripes.
Okay. I don't know that I've actually sat down and watched that whole movie.
No one ever remembers the second half when like they're in Italy.
Dude.
Everybody remembers boot camp.
Yep. Right. I got you.
Number 23. Oh shit, I didn't rank Full Metal Jacket. Didn't even make top 300. How did I not think of Full Metal Jacket? Well, I'll put Stripes
It's
down.
impossible, dude. It really is.
Yeah, that's on me. 23, one of the OG comedy movies. I got Animal House.
Don't have it.
Oh shit. Okay. Number 22. When it comes to like the what I consider the Turner Classic movies, the TCM channel with like all the oldie movies and stuff. I got 12 Angry Men.
Okay.
I can still watch it this day. It's just 12 people in a room just talking about a court case. And it is so damn intense.
Dude, I am realizing right now, there's definitely movies I thought I had in this list that just aren't.
I burped.
Okay. Well,
Number 21, Saving Private Ryan.
Hold on. See, that was one that I was positive was in my list, and it's not.
What, Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucked up.
Thought for sure it was in there. I don't know. Making this list was wild.
Yeah,
Saving Private Ryan, great movie.
it really is.
We just talked about it not too long ago in our Fallen Soldiers episode, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fictional fallen soldiers, and you put the Last Samurai dude on there who was a real person. And he said Lee Antui was fake.
Whatever, dude.
Like your fiction.
So that was your 21?
Yeah.
So my number 20 spot, I got Super Troopers.
It made the top 200.
Super Troopers
I had to think of it.
is great. I
Yeah.
forget about it. It's funny every time.
License and registration, chicken fucker.
I got you good. Bar of soap.
That
Dude, Super Troopers is great. All right,
is a good movie.
19, you had it low. I got Wolf of Wall Street.
That's a good movie. A
Eight-
bit long.
18, yeah, a smidge too long, sure. 18, Talladega Nights.
Love Talladega Nights.
17, didn't realize I got him back to back. I got Anchorman.
Oh my God. Fuck no. Talladega Nights is better than Anchorman.
Oh, I got him back to back, dude. You could flip one position if you want.
I will.
Now, Anchorman, whenever Anchorman came out, it started that whole wave of those comedies.
Yeah, but Talladega Nights is better.
Anchorman started it,
I don't
and
care if it started it.
it may be better. Hard to call. I love both.
Easy to call.
I don't know which. I don't know. I got him back to back. Is what it is.
It is what it is.
Another comedy, 16 spot. I got Idiocracy.
Didn't rank it. Yeah, you make 300.
Dude, how many times have you seen it?
Oh, consider I'm like a huge Mike Judge fan.
Dude, there's
I've probably seen it like 5 or 6
there's
times.
so many tiny bits in there. Dude, one of my favorite ones is when he goes to the doctor, right? And he hands him the 5 things. He's like, all right, put this one in your butt, put this one in your mouth, this one in your left hand, this one in your right hand, and like whatever with the other one. And he's like, it's like misread or whatever. And he hands them back and he fumbles them around. He's like, I put this one in your mouth. It's like, no, I'm not. No idea if that one just came out of my butt or not.
The same doctor, dude. He's like, yeah, your shit's all fucked up.
Exactly, dude.
It's all retarded.
That, and he's the smartest man in the world. And the kid's like,
Do something smart.
you mean water from the toilet? I ain't never seen no plant grow out of no toilet. Dude, there's so many.
That, and you like money too. Hey, we should hang out.
Dude, there are so many little nuggets from that movie. It is freaking great. All right. So that's my 16 spot.
I do love Idiocracy. All right. My number 20. I mentioned a lot. I like movies that are also dialogue driven. Doesn't have any. It's a sci-fi movie technically, but again, it's just people sitting around a room talking. Makes your imagination paint the picture. I got Man from Earth. It's a movie where, like, is he really telling the truth? Is he not telling the truth?
Is that Will Forte or something?
No, nobody you know is in it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it has Tony Todd in it. Now that I think about it, if you know who that is, he played Candyman. Nope. All right. Number 19, probably the best docu-series of all time. I got The Last Dance. It counts. It counts.
It's not a movie. It's a docu-series.
It counts.
All right. I mean, if you want to put it in there, dude.
Each episode is like an hour and a half. It counts. That's a movie.
I hear you.
It's a movie.
If you say so, dude.
Number 18, Child's Play.
Chucky.
Yeah, the whole series, even the television show, I'm lumping it in there, just because the continuity it sticks.
Okay.
And Don Mancini, one of my favorite screenwriters,
If you say so.
just because he cares. He's one of the screenwriters that cares about the movie he makes, and like he wants to make sure everything fits from the last movie and all that bullshit. So yeah, that was my number 18. 17, I got Hangover, just the first one.
Okay. Yeah, we weren't far off. I had it in 21.
Yeah. And number 16, I got the Vacation series.
Okay.
Vacation.
The National
Your
Lampoons.
National Lampoon Vacation series. You got Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation.
Right. Solid run.
Solid run. All hilarious.
The
And
best
all
of Chevy Chase.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So that was my 20 through 16. We're getting close.
My 15.
We're not doing rundowns. That's a lot of rundown.
We'll just do our top 10 rundown.
All right, we'll do that.
My number 15, kind of an obscure pick here, but a great movie. If you've never seen it, you go watch it. It's probably my favorite Anthony Hopkins movie. Yeah, Fracture.
Fracture?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. You've seen Fracture, right?
When I can't remember the last time I saw it.
That's where it's not a spoiler because it's like it happens immediately in the movie.
Yeah.
He murders his wife.
Yeah.
And then the rest plays out about him being tried for it.
It's okay.
It's a very interesting.
I mean, it's not what I would have put. That's like saying your favorite Robert Downey Jr. movie is like The Judge.
I have not seen that.
You like it.
So what you thought I was going to put Silence of the Lambs or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Or Meet Joe Black or some shit like
I
that.
don't know what that movie is.
No shit.
I don't think.
Hmm.
Anyway, I got Fracture in there. 14. Good Will Hunting.
We'll get to it.
Okay. 13. Probably.
Or I feel like we're going to overlap a lot coming forward.
So 13. One of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, even though he's probably the second or third main character. I got Old School.
Classic.
Old School is
Then, right?
so good, dude.
To be honest, I didn't even think about it.
I forgot about it as well, but when I remembered it, I was like, okay, well, that's going to jump up and I'll drop the others back.
Old School is amazing.
12. I got Django. Django Unchained, technically.
That made the top 100.
Dude, Django is
that and every other Tarantino movie made top.
So 100. Django, it's just a little too long.
I love it.
Unbelievable movie, though.
I love it.
My 11 spot. Super dumb movie, but still, again, just chock full of one-liners. Still, maybe my favorite one-liner of all time, and you can barely even hear it coming into the scene because it's in the background, is pools are perfect for holding water, man.
Hot Rod, baby.
Hot Rod. Hey, I just found these fireworks in the bathroom. Y'all want to go set them off? Dude, Hot Rod is so good, dude.
That's a criminally underrated movie.
It is. It's so stupid and obscure.
Like if that would have came out when Andy Samberg was the name he is now, it'd be an all-time classic.
Well, and it caught the wave late because it was like 6 or 7 years after Anchorman and Old School, and like it was a little after Will Ferrell's big run.
Yeah,
it had it come out during that same period, just like Accepted, criminally underrated comedy.
Accepted is highly underrated.
Again, it came out a little too soon. Like it was like a wave. Anchorman kind of started a wave of like that era,
that PG-13 comedy,
right? Accepted came out like a year or two before, and then Hot Rod came out like 2 or 3 years after. But Hot Rod, dude, is so funny.
It is, and you got like a whole bunch of people that. Again, if this movie will come out today, it would be like the #1 box office hit because you got Andy Samberg, you got Danny McBride, you got Bill Hader. Who am I missing?
I can't remember what his stepbrother's name was. He's pretty famous as well.
Adam Scott? No, not Adam Scott.
No. But yeah, the whole premise of the movie is he's trying to save his stepdad's life just so he could kick his ass.
That's like one of the funniest damn premises for a movie.
The radio host guy. He gets the tattoo of a boy urinating and two.
Oh yeah, Will Arnett in it.
Will Arnett, yeah. It was the redhead from Wedding Crashers.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah, Isla Fisher. Yeah, it was chock full, dude.
Dude, Hot Rod's amazing.
And then
these bathrooms are nuts.
Yeah, these bathrooms. A random appearance by Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah. The most random thing of all time.
Like, who wrote that movie?
I have no idea.
I gotta know who wrote it.
I think Andy Samberg was one of the writers.
Had to have been.
I'm pretty sure.
No, it was Pam Brady.
I don't know. That movie is amazing.
Pam Brady she's like one of the top writers by like who does South Park. If you don't know, I think she did Team America Look. Yeah, she did Team America. She wrote that. What else did she write? Hot Rod. She's definitely written some shit that you like. Good for her.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Hot Rod, I mean, don't get me wrong, ridiculously stupid movie.
It's dumb as hell.
So good.
But it's so funny. And it's so funny that you don't care that it's stupid. All right, so that was your 15 through 11?
Yeah.
All right, my number 15. I got Dazed and Confused. One of those movies.
I almost put it in the list.
One of those movies that has no point to it. There's no plot. It's just a bunch of just interactions between characters.
No, it's very similar to Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
It's a coming of age story.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you couldn't tell me who the main character is.
Well, Danny or whatever.
The little 8th grader who goes into high school, you could say it's him. You could say it's
the girl that gets knocked up. It could be the girl that is the bully for all the young chicks.
Dude, Parker Posey is hot as hell in that movie.
Yeah.
I had a crush on her.
They did that on purpose. Yeah.
She was like, I want her to yell at me. All right, so that was my 15. 14. I got Superbad.
Wait, I had that one already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Love Superbad. That's another one of those comedy movies.
I had it way too low on my list for sure, but like it got impossible to put them in order.
Yeah, like the whole dick drawing thing, comedy gold.
And still one of the most commonly used phrases. What you want me to sit over here by myself like I'm Steven Glansberg?
Eat dessert by myself like I'm Steven Glansberg.
Use that all the time.
That and when he finds the lube in the dude's pocket.
What?
Oh my God! Hold on, I gotta pull that clip up.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is it's looking,
oh my God. Hold on, you gotta you don't remember that? Hold on. It'll start something about
dude. Oh man, I forget. Yeah, play it, dude.
We're so fucked. We're so fucked. This plan's been fucked since Jump Street, man.
Okay, just calm down. Just calm down, all right? Hey, so did you bring a condom for tonight?
You brought a condom with you?
Yeah, I figured I might as well, you know? I brought a little bottle of spermicidal lube.
But you laughed in my face when I said I'd be having sex tonight.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you shouldn't just always be prepared. You know, you didn't even bring a condom?
No, Evan, that wasn't part of the plan. I can't believe you did this without consulting with me about it.
Why are you talking about a plan? We've never discussed like any plan, but you keep saying we have a plan.
I had like a general outline, you know? I was gonna go down on her for like several hours. I was smitten by that. She'd go out with that. Or I'd dry hump the shit out of her leg.
Okay, well, I don't see the harm in bringing one little condom.
And one little bottle of spermicidal lube?
Yeah, one little bottle of spermicidal lube.
Evan, that's psycho shit, man. It's like Charles Manson shit. What do you think Becca's gonna be psyched that you brought a bottle of lube? Oh, Evan, thank you for bringing that lube for my pussy. I never would have been able to handle your fucking 4-inch dick inside my pussy without that gigantic bottle of lube.
Okay, that's
that whole scene, dude. And that's the first time I heard that somebody say "fuck my life."
Yeah, exactly.
Is like the guy drops like all the beer. He says, "Yeah, somebody should clean this up." And dude just goes, "Fuck my life," and that fuck me, right?
Yeah, dude. Now that movie is great, and like Fat Jonah Hill, dude. I mean,
goat.
I almost had just Jonah Hill in my list, honestly.
He's one of those guys who don't miss either.
Yeah.
13. I got the Lord of the Rings series. That was just a series
Okay.
I just started getting into during pandemic, and dude, I love it.
Okay.
As soon as you make it through the first half of the first movie, you're golden.
Right. Goes quite on quite a run.
Number 12, I got the Rocky series.
Almost put it.
I'm shocked that you did it. Number 11, I know for a fact you don't have because you talk shit on this movie so many times. I got Groundhog Day.
I was about to say Groundhog's Day. Yeah. Criminally low for you, being that you've admitted it's your favorite movie of all time 100 times.
It is, but when people say what's a top movie, I just fire it off. These movies.
Okay. All right.
If it was favorite movies, it'd probably be top 3 because those are interchangeable.
I thought this was our top 50 movies.
Yeah, but I just gotta be objective.
Okay.
Here. Not 100% subjective.
I hear you. So mine, these may or may not. Again, so like you're saying, some of these are just top 10 movies. Some are mostly my top 10.
Like I try to put good movies and top favorite movies of me.
So we're down to my 10, right?
Yeah. You're 10.
Okay, so my number 10.
Back to regular top 10. We made it.
Only 50 minutes in. All right. So my number 10, specifically my top 10 here. Again, if you haven't watched this movie, go watch it. At this point, we're just like earlier, we're trashing on people like overselling movies. I've oversold this one many times on this pod. It's a documentary in and of itself. Have you watched it yet?
Blair Witch.
In and of itself.
Yeah,
I've talked about it like 10 times on this
I
podcast.
forget it. What is it?
In and of itself.
What's it about?
In and of itself. It's a documentary. It's a
You
basically
hate on me for putting documentaries.
no. Well, it's a no. You put docu-series that are like 7 episodes.
Oh, okay, who cares? It's still a movie.
This is
It's like a series of movies.
This is an hour and 40-minute setting, one movie. It's a performance. It's a dude's he's a magician. He's a
oh,
comedian.
yeah. You told me about this.
It's wildly artistic the way it's all put together. The show. Again, watch it by yourself. If you watch it with somebody, you're not going to get near the experience because the whole time you're going to be thinking about the other person judging you because part of the whole presentation of the thing is about introspection.
Okay.
So watch it by yourself.
All right.
Great movie though. 10 spot. Number 9 spot. So, like I said, I try to put horror, drama, thriller, action, comedy, kind of all in the top 10, a mixture of things. Probably my favorite scary movie of all time. And maybe it's just nostalgia, but I love the movie. I got 13 Ghosts.
That is a good nostalgia pick. I'm not going to hate on it.
It's
such a good premise too. I wish they had more movies. I wish they had a sequel or a prequel.
and they definitely could have
Yeah.
because I don't even
They still can.
yeah, definitely. They could just they could easily make a second one.
Like Matthew Lillard was perfectly cast in that movie.
Sheesh.
That picked up.
Yeah, dude, that wakes me up in the middle of the night all the time.
That dude.
So 13 Ghosts in my 9 spot.
I don't hate it. I'm not going to hate on that.
It
pick.
is a fun movie.
If somebody put that in their top 50 movies of all time, I would not hate it.
And like I say, I put it in my top 10 because I had to put one of each category in
That's
there.
like
And
one-
that's my favorite
That's
one.
that's probably the best MTV era horror movie.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
ones that they heavily promoted on MTV.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
That's my 9. My number 8 spot.
Props for you putting that.
Yeah, I love 13 Ghosts, dude. 8 spot.
And ghost titties. I mean, come on.
Yeah. All-time classic. 8 spot. I got Shawshank Redemption.
We'll get to it.
Okay. All right.
All right, my number 10 spot, the only Tarantino movie that made. I got Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
Love it. Like I that's the only Tarantino movie I'll actually go find and watch. Every other movie, I'll have to, like, if it's on TV, I'll watch it.
I'm putting Django over that, but it's a tight race.
It's a very tight race between these two. Django is another movie I'll probably get in the mood to watch. Django is probably one of the best Westerns of all time, too. People don't want to admit it.
What, that it's a Western?
That's a Western. That's a fucking Western.
It occurred
dude.
during the same time period.
It's a Western. What? It's cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It definitely doesn't look like a Western, but it is.
9. Forrest Gump.
Okay. That's the one I literally went back and added because I thought I had it in there. I put it at the bottom, but there are no honorable mentions. I thought for sure it was in my list. But
Oh, shit. You
it's
didn't put
not.
it? That's shocking.
No,
Forrest Gump.
like I say, I thought it was, but it's not.
And number 8. I'm going to get hate for this pick because it's so many of them. I got the Marvel movies.
Okay. That is a trash pick.
No, fuck you.
All Marvel movies.
All the Marvel movies. From
Okay.
Iron Man to present day, I'm putting them all, lumping them all to one. And
I
stuffing it
ain't
in.
watched them. I ain't got time to catch up on them at this point.
You got time. Just skip a Brady's night every once in a while. Watch 2 movies. You'll be caught up.
Dude, how many of them is it? Like a dozen? And they're all almost 3 hours long?
Yeah.
It's just 30.
Yeah. You got this. I
Okay.
believe in you.
That's your 8 spot?
That's my 8 spot.
My number 7 spot. Now, this pick may get some hate, but it's another one of those movies that is chock full of absolute gems. I'm gonna say Billy Bob Thornton's best movie,
You're going to say Armageddon.
Sling Blade.
Eh.
Sling Blade is
Billy Bob-
great.
hold on.
bruh.
We're going to argue for a second.
All right.
Billy Bob's best movie is Bad News Bears.
Oh, I mean, solid movie. Don't get me wrong.
He's great in that
No.
movie.
Sling Blade.
He really brings to life his hatred of kids.
Dude, Sling Blade again is just full of little nuggets. The other dude that's in the mental institution, he's like, I like hairy arms. That means you got a hairy bush. Dwight Yoakam,
Dwight Yoakam's a total asshole in
the
this
most asshole role of all time, and he
movie. I was
plays
fixing to say
My-
that.
not like I mean, it's wildly politically incorrect these days. He's like
He's dropping hard R on that.
He's like, I can't much less drink a glass of water around a piece of antique furniture, a midget, or a retard. It's like, That doesn't make sense. You can't drink a glass of water around a piece of antique furniture. What does that even mean?
I don't even know. I guess he spills. Or
Dude, no. The whole movie.
he's probably the most
It's
politically
full-
incorrect characters.
Oh, dude. But no, that whole movie is full
That'll be
of
a
little.
wild top 10. Top 10 politically incorrect characters.
Ooh, add it to the list, dude.
That'll
we
be
can't
wild.
quote them, but we can. You know the context.
Right.
And I got a couple in mind already. Add that to the list.
We'll do that next week with New Year's resolutions.
That's a short no. That list is going to take a couple weeks to really get to the bottom of.
What, New Year's resolution?
No, politically incorrect characters.
I already got my number one
got a
in my
couple.
brain.
But anyway, no.
It's like if you know, you know.
So Sling Blade, unbelievable movie. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it at least once.
Yeah, Dwight Yoakam is probably the biggest asshole in that movie in all of cinema.
Hard to beat.
Very hard to beat.
Hard to
He
beat.
is such a douchebag.
Uh,
Like, there's nothing likable about him.
So, 7th spot, rolling directly into my 6, another wildly politically incorrect movie that could not be made. I don't know. There's no way it could be made again today. But honestly, could have been in my 1 spot, really.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most quotable movies. So many good nuggets. I got Blazing Saddles.
It could be made today. Just because it's so meta and it's such a good satire, it could be made.
Okay. I mean,
That along with Tropic Thunder that I totally forgot about.
I remember Tropic Thunder, but I went back and watched it again not too long
It's
ago.
still funny as hell.
Still funny as hell. Just doesn't hit the same way I remembered it hitting.
I remember watching that in theaters and it felt like a religious experience. Like I'm sitting here, it's like
It was wild.
like this shit got made.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever hear like Joe Rogan, like Robert Downey Jr. got on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh yeah, and
And he was talking about that role.
people
He's
telling
like,
him not to do it.
yeah, his mom was like crying that he took the
Yeah.
role. Big shout out to Robert Downey Jr.
Blazing Saddles though, dude, so many nuggets. Like it's clowning on redneck white people, you know.
The whole damn movie.
But
It's so funny.
like one of the funniest, they're in line signing up for like to go pillage the village, and like they're trying to get the roughest and toughest
Mhm.
people, and like this dude's resume, they read it and he's like rape, murder, arson, and rape. He's like, you put rape on here twice.
I
He's
really
like,
like rape.
I like rape. He's like, what? Dude, that's ridiculous. But no, there's so many. Like the governor, I don't know. There's a million things in that movie. You have to,
It's a classic.
you have to go watch
It's a
Blazing
classic.
Saddles. Yeah.
All right, my number 7, the greatest Western of all time. I got The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay.
Just a great movie from
Haven't
start.
seen it since I was like a teenager, probably, but it's a
Holds
classic.
up. And the final intense showdown. Oh, one of my favorite movie moments of all time.
Okay.
That'll be next year's New Year's list. Movie moments.
Movie moments, scenes.
Just it's not can't even be like doesn't even have to be a whole scene, just a part of a scene.
Okay. All right.
Just hope we don't forget it. We'll probably come up with something different, like athletes.
We'll see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. We're going to workshop it. It's got to be a top 50 of a very difficult list.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my number 7. Number 6. I know for a fact you have my remaining movies. Number
Okay.
6, I got American Psycho.
Okay. We're going to get back to it.
I know.
All right. So my number 5 spot. I don't know if you said it already or not, but it's one of those movies that I'll watch it every time it comes on. I got Moneyball.
Don't have it. It made top 100 though.
So get the buzzer ready because we're bound to overlap at some point.
I know. We got to. I know you don't have.
And you're
One or
hooked
two.
up to it. So
Yeah, we got 1, 2 we know that you already mentioned.
all right.
There's 3 you haven't.
All right. So my number 5 spot, like I said, was Moneyball. My number 4 spot, you just said it, American Psycho.
All right.
Best thriller of all time.
And it's one of those, I love the movies where you got to like fill in the blanks yourself.
Yes. And
I like movies that
I have to
don't,
return some videotapes. And then when they're breaking up, she's like, well, what about
did it really happen?
what about all our friends? You can have them. But yeah, and you have to watch that. you have to watch that movie a certain way as well. Like you have to kind of put yourself in the mentality of those people.
Yeah.
Because there's so many short, like, oh, I can get us a table at Dorsia. It just seems like a trash throwaway line. But like, if you kind of like imagine having those types of friends, you understand the way the movie is being sold. You know, like the whole scene with the business card.
Yeah. The business card scene is
It's intense.
you notice that all those business cards are exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
That's
Raised lettering, eggshell. You know, like it's just a great movie. You have to watch
it's
it.
a phenomenal movie.
So that was my 4 spot.
All right. My 5 spot. I've got Dumb and Dumber. I know you got it.
Criminally low. Okay.
How can it be criminally low in a top 50 list?
Doesn't matter, dude. All right.
Number 4, you already mentioned it. Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank. All right. Yeah.
Like my top 5, I could have arranged in any damn order and I'd be okay with it.
I have 2 of them that you may not see coming.
Interesting.
But no, Shawshank though. I mean, it's an all-time classic, of obvious. You know, like one I was thinking of again, no honorable mentions, but Green Mile. But
Yeah, I'm iffy on Green Mile.
you had Shawshank at 4.
Shawshank at 4.
Okay. So my 3. Now, my 3 spot. Up until I was definitely into my teens, for a long, this probably would have been my favorite movie of all time. And like,
Have you mentioned this on the podcast before?
I believe so.
All right.
It was in one of my action movies lists.
Get the buzzer just in case.
So I put it in here because I haven't watched it in 10, 15 years, but in my memory, it's my favorite action movie of all time. I got Terminator 2. Hey! You got it in the 3 spots?
Number 3, Terminator 2.
Terminator 2 is all time.
All time.
I mean,
Dude, it's that's one of those movies you don't even have to watch the first one.
no, it stands alone.
It stands alone in itself. It's such a phenomenal.
It's perfect beginning to end.
It really is. I've been saying perfect from beginning to end a lot this list, but that movie is legit perfect from beginning to
And it's a
end.
very interesting the whole scenario.
It does time travel right. Right. It doesn't make you really think about it. It's just, hey, we showed up from the future. We're here to
Right.
kill you.
Exactly.
There's nothing convoluted about it.
Yeah, and you don't have to think like, well, would that really have? How could they have been in the future if they kill them in present? Like, they don't put you through all that nonsense.
No, it doesn't. It's just
like-
we're here to fuck you up.
Exactly. That's awesome. Nailed a buzzer in the top 3 out of top 50 movies.
That's great.
Nice. So back to my 2 then, I guess, right?
Yep, you're too.
All right. So there's no way. We're obviously not going to overlap ones. There's no way. Do you have a comedy in your 2 spot?
Nope.
Okay. My number 2 spot, I watched it again recently. I forgot how great this comedy is. It is, I know, like, especially in the top 10, I've been saying they're chock full of little gems, but this movie is so good.
All right, what you
I got Wayne's World.
I don't hate it.
Dude, Wayne's World, like,
It brought Bohemian Rhapsody.
I watched it again like 2 weeks ago.
Dana Carvey is
It's unbelievable, dude. I mean,
as Garth. Garth is probably one of the most underrated fictional characters of all time with his one-liners.
he only says about 17 words the entire movie.
Yeah.
But Mike Myers, and they break the 4th wall constantly.
Like my favorite scene is one where they're like talking about product placement.
Yes.
That's one of the
They're both
greatest things.
Decked out in Adidas tracksuits,
Yeah.
drinking Pepsi and taking Tylenol. Like, dude, that whole that whole movie is so good from beginning to end, dude.
It is.
I forgot how good it was. Like,
I'm glad you brought it up because I totally forgot about it.
I straight up bought it. Like, like rent it for $3.99, buy
yeah,
it for
that-
$9.99. I'm just buying. I'll watch that thing 20 times.
Yeah, when Chris Farley rips like the nipple ring off the dude.
Dude, I completely forget Chris Farley was even in it.
Yeah, it was the cop.
Yeah. Dude, that movie is so good. The
Love
second one was still decent, not nearly as good.
They phoned it in.
Yeah.
But it was still good. All right, my number 2. You already ranked it. I got Good Will Hunting.
Okay. Did they ever write another movie? I
Together?
thought they did.
I don't know if they did or not. Together? But that was just a great movie. That's back when they were unknown. And the fact that if you watch that in the mindset of, hey, these guys were unknown at the time,
Oh, it's crazy.
it's insane.
Yeah. No, unbelievable movie though.
Yeah.
The whole plot, the way, like how they wrote it that well, that young, is wild.
And it was the first time I've ever seen Robin Williams act, like really act. And he
Really
was,
act, yeah.
you watch that movie with no Robin Williams knowledge in your skull, you wouldn't think he was like one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time.
One of the only other roles I can remember was what Patch Adams. He played a similar role, if I remember correctly.
He's played a lot of serious roles, dude. World's Greatest Dad. Holy shit. That's a great role.
Don't think I've seen that.
Sad movie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Good Will Hunting is too as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Um,
One of the first movies that really talked about trauma.
I almost put What's Eating Gilbert Grape in my list, but
Eh,
didn't.
I didn't even think about it.
All
All right, so you're number one.
My number one, obvious number one.
That means you didn't even rank my number one.
Talked about it a million times on this podcast.
It has to be Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. I love Dumb and Dumber.
It's
Like I said, my 5 through 1, you can flip it on its head and it's still great.
Dumb and Dumber it's the funniest movie of all time.
I still quote it.
Oh, I quote it all the time, dude. Oh, 250,000. You're gonna want to hold on to that one. IOUs, yeah, those are good as cash.
Those are just as good as money, my friend.
Uh,
And it's Christmas time.
so you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, like we're 2 days out from Christmas as we record.
Yeah. Hey, I hope you watched it.
Merry
Great.
Christmas.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it tonight. Actually,
I should too. It is
it's
Christmas.
a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is the best Christmas movie.
Legit.
But I got Dumb and Dumber in the one spot, man. Just because it was as soon as we said we're making this list, it was my obvious number one.
Okay. Like I said, my 5 through 1, that was the hardest to rank, to put in order out of the whole top 10.
Yeah.
My number one, it's a series. It's 3 movies. To me, it's just
The Blade trilogy.
fuck no. I mean, it's a great Blade
Wait.
trilogy's awesome.
Wait, it's 3 movies? It's obviously not MIB because that's
No.
more. I'm trying to think. You already had Loader. If it's not Blade Trinity.
It's staring you right in the face.
the Chronicles of Riddick.
dude. No, it's like looking you right in the face. You don't even know.
It's not Bad Boys. It's staring me right in the face, dude. What is it?
Dark Knight trilogy. Like literally, it's staring you right in the face.
Well, there's more though. It was like different trilogies.
no, there's only 3 Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, but there's Batman movies.
I don't count those.
And the Dark Knight
I'm talking about the Christopher
and
Nolan
the Joker
Batman movie.
and the Joker movies they're all intertwined.
No, they're not.
They're
They're all different movies.
all same characters in them.
Yeah, same characters, but it has nothing to do with the other ones.
I got you.
Like Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises.
So the Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Doesn't count.
that is
That's,
one of the Batman movies.
That's Joel Schumacher Batman.
Okay. All right. I got you. All right.
Yeah, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Christian Bale.
Like I could watch those movies back to back.
George
to back.
Clooney.
That's Joel Schumacher Batman.
So is Christian Bale Batman in all 3?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I only remember in Dark Knight Rises with Heath Ledger.
No, that's Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Okay.
Dark Knight's Heath Ledger. The first one, Batman Begins. That's him versus Liam Neeson
Okay.
and Cillian Murphy. He's scared. He's fighting Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul. Dark Knight, he's just fighting Joker and Two-Face. Dark Knight Rises, he's fighting Tom Hardy as Bane.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, like that superhero movie's done right.
Okay.
Like good drama, good action. It's just great.
In hindsight, should have had that in my top 50 because it literally staring in the face.
Ledger's
And you can see it
one of the greatest
you can see it.
performances of all time. Right there. Yep. One of the greatest performances of all time.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger as Joker. That
It killed him.
performance will never be replicated.
No, not a chance.
Like people who are playing the Joker now, they're doing their best, but that's like the Joker.
And now the only thing that was close, which I know we talked trash about him before, Joaquin Phoenix's
That was a really
Joker.
good performance.
his performance, like his movements were poached, like the whole movie, every single movie made.
The next Joker movie is gonna be a musical with him.
Really?
It's a musical. I don't know how that's gonna
If he
work.
makes it to there because you put him in your death pool.
Mm.
But
I mean, it's already filmed. It's in post production.
oh, okay.
I mean, if he
Good to go.
dies now, it's gone. It's over with.
Too bad. Okay. Solid. I mean, sure. Solid one.
I like it.
I love Christian Bale. He's He's one of my top 10. I think we did actors already.
Yeah.
I think I had him in my top 3.
Yeah, you get your money's worth with those movies. And like I said, I could watch it back to back to back, all 3 in a row, and still be, hey, that was time well spent.
I need to go back and watch because I think I've only seen the second one with Heath Ledger.
They're all pretty sweet.
Okay. So rundowns of top 10 here.
Yes, I'm not ranking 50, dude.
10, In and of Itself. 3, 13 Ghosts. 8, wait. I think saying 13 threw me off. That 9 was 13 Ghosts. 8, Shawshank Redemption. 7, Sling Blade. 6, Blazing Saddles. 5, Moneyball. 4, American Psycho. 3, Terminator 2. 2, Wayne's World. And number 1, Dumb and Dumber.
All right. Number 10, Inglorious Bastards. 9, Forrest Gump. 8, the Marvel movies. 7, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. 6, American Psycho. 5, Dumb and Dumber. 4, Shawshank Redemption. 2, Terminator 2. No, 3, Terminator 2. 2, Good Will Hunting. 1, Dark Knight Trilogy.
Okay. All right. Honestly, I don't mind my top 10 at all,
You
really.
connect it?
Yeah, should
All
be. But yeah, so that was our top 50 movies. And again, that's not the movies that we think are the top 50 of all time. That's our top 50s. So hate on the list if you want. I'm sure we missed 100 movies neither one mentioned, honestly.
For real.
But is what it is. It's impossible. It's an impossible list to make. But anyway, so next week we are going to try and we're going to give y'all our top 10 New Year's resolutions for ourselves.
Yes.
No, why not? Or just do top 10 best New Year's resolutions. And
No, we're gonna
we
do it
try
for
to do as
ourselves.
many of them as possible.
Now let's do it for ourselves. Let's improve ourselves.
Yeah, but I can't think of 10 things to do.
You can't think of 10 ways to improve yourself?
No. All I do is work for one. So how am I going to come up with 10 other things to do outside of
They
that?
could be small things.
I'm going to just do top 10 New Year's resolutions.
All right, let's just do resolutions
Just in general.
in general.
For
and we'll
anybody. And we'll try to
accomplish.
do as many of them as we can.
How about we just do top 10 resolutions? We give 3 to ourselves. Our top 3 go to ourselves. Our number 4 spot, I give 1 to you, you give 1 to me as a challenge.
Ooh, all right.
Realistically, though.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And then we said something else we were going to do. We always do that. Didn't write it down. Oh, well.
We said politically incorrect characters. We're going to do that down the road.
Oh, that's right. That's going to take another couple weeks. We'll figure it out. Anyway, but yeah, till then, peace out. Oh, Happy New Year's.
Yep.
Happy New Year's. All right. Peace.
Later.